excited to be here with you guys so we can share some of our knowledge to you, especially in finding your niche and creating your own voice in the vlogging world.
Alright, Will was with us earlier during the first vlogging session, and we're so glad to have you here, Alodia, as well. Come on, say hi to Alodia, guys! Give it your best shout! We're so excited to have you here. So why don't we guys head over on this side of the stage, and we have so much
Maraming media dito, ang dami
I'm sure
namin.
that we're gonna learn a lot from you
So,
as
ayan,
well,
mga
Alodia. And now, alright, so let's move on to our discussion. And Will, of course, Will is here to make it, really pop up for us. I know that Alodia is so, cute and prim and proper. So
I'm just
anyway, we
shy.
have Will here to help us to make it, fun for everybody. And now, so all right, we want to start with actually on this topic about finding your own voice, because this is important. A lot of us aspiring bloggers would want to copy others who are already famous in the industry, but we suggest actually that we gotta find your own niche and find your own voice and use that in making your content.
Yes, it's actually just being you. So you find who you are. I mean, it's okay to copy. That's actually how I started. Like, I'm an artist, I copy like the style of others, but after a while, you put your own style and make it your own. At least you're different.
Yeah, you find your inspiration. We all have our inspiration, someone that made us start vlogging, diba? So you initially can copy them, and then as you continue to work on your craft, you will evolve into your own craft and find out what makes you, you. So, how do you find your niche? Well, here are the 4 things that we would like to share to help you brand yourself. Easy to remember. Vlog.
There, and the first one.
So the first one, be visualize your path. 2, leverage on your interests. 3, optimize your strengths. And 4, gather insights. So first, in visualizing your path, you have to determine the kind of brand that you want to create for yourself. So what's your objective? What do you want to do? What's the impact you want to make? And what do you want your channel to be about? Basically, what's your purpose?
Yeah, that's right. Because for example, when you start your own channel, like it's better if you have a clear path, or what do you want to achieve? Even sa business, what do you want in this deal? Parang when you know your destination, alam mo na kung ano yung dadaanan mo. Parang ways, ganyan, di ba? Turn left, turn right. At least you know where you're going. There's a trajectory, there's a path.
Parang ways lang, yeah. And that's funny. And for me, mine was traveling. That's how I started. Because that's just what I love doing. That's what I was passionate about. And for you?
Turn left. Just kidding.
Aren't they so cute? I'm just watching them here. Oh, these guys are so cute. Melodia, they're so cute together. Yes, sana all. Anyway, both of you guys go way, way long back in vlogging. I want to ask Alodia, when you started vlogging, did you have an objective in mind, and what was it?
Funny how I started vlogging. I actually treated my channel as, I'm not sure kung naabutan niyo yung era ng photo bucket. Yes?
Yes.
Okay, maka-age ko kayo. So before photo bucket, you just upload your photos there. So what I did with my YouTube channel, I was just uploading my videos as a reminder, like as a journal na ito nangyari this day. It wasn't actually, it wasn't a business for me. It was actually just sharing my world, kasi I know my world is a bit different. So it's just educating other people.
So you guys can consider that just showing who you are, what you do on a regular basis, and so that the audience will see that you're authentic and you really know what you're vlogging about. So again, visualize your path. That's very important. Moving on to the next one, it's leverage on your interests. So these will fuel and inspire your content. You have to really get to know what your interests are. And for you, Alodia, when you started, what were your interests then?
Before vlogging, I'm actually very much into gaming and cosplay, so that's really where I started out. So with my vlog, I can actually show the world what it's all about, like how it's done, so that maybe like may mga potential gamers, may potential cosplayers who can learn from the videos I put out there.
Will, how do you do it, Will, that parang hindi ka nauubusan ng content? Is it because you're really interested in what you do and what you put your interest in the videos that you are making?
For me, it's just what I'm interested in, what I'm passionate about, what makes me happy, what I enjoy doing. And you really just have to enjoy. I think that's the most important thing. Yeah, whatever piques your interest. Yeah.
And your interests are actually, it's the common denominator between you and your viewers. It's that way how you can connect with your viewers, and people will watch because they are interested in what you do and they see that you guys are having fun in your videos.
Exactly, and for me it's kind of like, if I find it interesting, then my viewers will find it interesting. That's really what connects the bond, I guess.
Ayan, so guys, now you know, isipin nyo na kung ano ba yung mga interest ninyo. Kasi minsan,
And that's, you know what, it's authenticity. I mean, that's what makes you authentic, is if I really enjoy what I'm doing and I'm really enjoying the experience, then I'm gonna share that experience and it's gonna translate to the viewer, and then the viewer, parang they're gonna enjoy what you're doing because then they feel like they're there. And I think it's just that's the whole point of authenticity, is being real. So that's how interest really bonds that.
And I also want to add, like, kasi it's also hard if you pick a topic na you're not very familiar with, or kasi you're gonna be struggling to say something about it, or if you do it like regularly, every week, every month, eventually you'll get tired if it's not something you want. But if it's something you want, you won't really think of it as work, as in go ka lang ng go, and you seem excited even after years of doing it.
oh my god, I've thought of a joke. You gotta have the willpower. Good for you, Elodie, you already have will. Power na lang. You gotta have willpower to keep on doing it, right?
Exactly.
So again, authenticity is the key, and you have to show what you're interested in. It could be as simple as eating, putting on makeup. You wouldn't know that you have an audience for that. So, okay, moving on, what else do we have to keep in mind?
Next is optimize your strengths. So again, as earlier, you need to determine which areas you're good at. Like for example, you're into fitness. Like Will, as in, grabe, every day he talks about it. He's like a guru for fitness. So when he does a vlog, it's natural. I mean, it's something he really knows about.
It's something I can be comfortable talking about. Because when you go to all these video games that she plays, or makeup, or cosplay, nandiyan ako nahihirapan, and that's when things get awkward, diba?
Yeah. And there's so many videos kasi on YouTube that talk about the same things. And if you have more knowledge or insight, at least you're contributing more to the community out there.
So we have to determine the kind of treatment that we're going to use in making our videos, because there are millions of videos on YouTube with the same content and still have hundreds of thousands of hits, because viewers still find a difference in how each vlogger executes their content. And now, can you share us a secret in any secret in making videos and creating content? What do you have, or what? Oh yeah, let's just put it simple. What is your secret?
Clickbait. I'm just kidding, guys. I was just trying to.
What secret? Wala akong secret. Well, this one is, I just titled it The Secret of Gaming Streamers, because here in the Philippines, gaming is actually really big now. So little by little, I'm showing the behind the scenes of how streamers actually do outside of the screen. So I'm not sure, meron ba dito naglalaro ng Dota? Mobile Legends? Ayan. So ito po, ganito po yung buhay ng full-time streamer. Ito si Sir Mike, kilala nyo. Wombo Combo. Mga ganun. So ayan, they're full-time gamers, and here I'm just documenting yung daily life. Di nila alam na magbe-visit ako, so sobrang chill lang nila. And that's it. So parang yung strength ko is actually showing our life as a gamer and actually kasi may future doon. So sa mga gusto rin magkaroon ng future sa gaming, at least ayan, panoorin yung videos ko, you'll learn how.
Yes, you might want to consider going to gaming. Now, sa dami naman talaga ng videos on YouTube, right? One must find a way to stand out, and there's no better way than showing who you really are on the inside. And again, you have to visualize your path, leverage your interests, and optimize your strengths. And next up, let's go to the letter G.
G, this last one is generate insights. So doing this will help you determine your format. Keep in mind that the common goal for all vloggers is connect with the audience through the same interests like I mentioned before, but you got to keep them wanting more. And more can be achieved through the format which you create. So as you start vlogging, you have to understand your target viewers. What do they need? What do they want? And then you answer it in the vlogs.
That's right. So sometimes not just sometimes, we actually always read the comments. So that's where we get ideas for our next videos or what are the current trends, yung mga nagre-request, mga ganyan. Like I remember before, I didn't know about the Guyomi challenge. Ang dami lang nagko-comment, do this, do the Guyomi. And then eventually, I did the video and nag-viral siya.
I saw that. You were so cute then.
mga many years ago.
Let's not talk about the years.
Yes.
Well, you heard it, guys. You heard it straight from Alodia. They read comments, so you can make use of that. Tell them what you think or what the next video that you want them to do. Right. So, okay. So moving on. Remember that people have tuned in for a reason, and it's up to you guys to pinpoint what that is and leverage this in your favor. So.